Boogety Boogety Boogety. Welcome back. This is episode 23, the 2311, the Michael Jordan episode of Fast and Loose. And we are covering an electric and exciting and awesome Saturday night down in Daytona. An incredible night race.
0-400, baby.
Wrapping up the regular season. A fantastic finish. 4 wide at the line. We had
Daytona did not disappoint.
I think 5 of the top 7 finishers, JB, were vying for that last playoff spot.
They were trying their ass off that last lap, man. Oh, you couldn't have scripted this any better of a race, man. Like I said, Daytona did not disappoint. Amazing finish. Like I couldn't have asked for anything more out of this regular season finale.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. It was fantastic from beginning to end as well. I mean, it was pretty fun racing throughout. It didn't really get too boring, but I thought it was fantastic. I mean, Ryan Blaney starts on the pole, ends on the pole.
I'm the smartest man alive.
JV's been calling these winners. Like we text each other. Like he'll send me a thing. Like he'll tell me like, after we get done recording, we'll be talking throughout the week. And then like right before, they drop the checkered or the green flag, he's like, yeah, like he'll double down and he'll like, yeah, this is my guy. This is what I got. And he's just all over it, man. He's been predicted some solid winners all season at various tracks. So, I mean, I think, if you're a gambling man, I think he's a good, it's you can get some fast money following Mr. JB's picks right there. So
let's go.
But yeah, I mean, Alex Bowman secures the last playoff spot.
He's a Ryan Blaney fan right now.
Yeah, absolutely. He said he owed him 7 million beers after the race. Ryan Blaney told him, I'll only take 5 million. Save you
save you too, right there.
Save you a little bit of money. He said, what a nice guy, But yeah, I mean, he gets involved in that big wreck that took out a big chunk of the field, which I know was something Tyler Reddick was happy to see. Tyler Reddick gets involved into a little skirmish. Him and Todd Gilliland get together, and Tyler Reddick hits the wall, nose first. And you can see the car get messed up a little bit, and you're like, oh, crap. They got this. It's a drafting track, JB. Aerodynamics are huge.
It's rough.
And so it's going to be rough. Could he just do enough to finish the race, like stay as close to the front as he could? But they didn't have to worry about that at all because really Alex Bowman gets caught up. And once he's out of the race, Tyler Reddick's basically like he just won. He's locked in. There's no way Alex Bowman can pass him in points now that he's out of the race. So secured his playoff spot. He can kind of just coast and rest easy the rest of the way. And Alex Bowman left sitting in the garage, hoping, praying.
Yeah, that was rough. Like I felt for him, just the simple fact that like he's sitting in the garage and has to watch this entire race unfold, and like he can do nothing about it. And it's just unsettling to me.
And the intensity just builds up like lap after lap after lap after lap. Oh, I'm here. I gotta say it real quick. I'm rocking my Chris Buescher Eat My Cinnadust shirt. RFK, man, is out of the playoffs. I said it last week on the episode. I was like, Ryan Preece is my pick. And I doubled down. I said all week. I was like, I'm feeling Ryan Preece. Like Chris Buescher's my guy, the 17 car, but something about Ryan Preece. Second at Talladega. I just felt like he was gonna be up here. And he said it, man. If we had a couple Fords behind us, we would have won that race. But he was leading the line with Kyle Larson, William Byron stacked, or no, I think it was Kyle Larson and Chase Elliott stacked up. Well, either way, it's 100 drivers behind him, 2 Chevys, teammates of Alex Bowman. They're not going to help push this Ford, this rival driver to the win and knock their teammate out.
Come on.
So, bummer, but understandably so. I mean, I was watching the race. I had a friend watching the race with me. They're new to NASCAR.
Hey.
And they dived into a little bit of the car of the week sneak peek. We have some extra cars this week, maybe a little overlap too. But
I got some wow for car of the week, man. You're not gonna even.
What an exciting race! I mean, that finish, like I said, you had Ryan Blaney with the win.
I need that picture. I just want that picture to be hung up in my room.
The only other car in that photo, JB, that even has a chance to make that was already locked into the playoff was Kyle Larson, who I think finished like 5th. But you have Ryan Blaney, Justin Haley, Cole Custer, Daniel Suarez. Ryan Preece is right there. You've got a bunch of guys just just nipping at the heels of that win.
I even seen the onboard of Ryan Blaney as well too, with the final 2 laps. And it's just like he's coasting just a little bit, and the spotter's telling him, all right, go low, 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 low. All right, that's you, straight shot in the middle.
Dude, I know people don't necessarily like the driver as much, but dude, late in the race, I know it was like probably from like 50 to like 35 to go. I had such a blast listening to the communication between Coleman Presley and Joey Logano, his spotter, dude. Like,
really?
They had it on the broadcast, and it was so fun to hear. I was like, it really made me want to wear the headsets for the races, like when we go to the race. And it was cool because, like I said, like watching the race with a friend. They're new to NASCAR. I never really checked it out or anything like that. So just kind of like, hey, just like tell me which car you think's the coolest, and I'm just getting to nerd out a little bit and explain, some of like the fun parts of the sport and whatnot. But
no, that's fun too, because like sometimes I'll sit here and I'll even switch to like the HBO Max broadcast and like go driver per driver in the car.
It's
and
sick.
Just listen to that.
And you can go back and watch some of like the races after the fact that way too. But I mean, it was such a great race to be able to showcase like how awesome NASCAR is as a sport. And then the electricity, the excitement. I mean, yeah, like I said, we keep talking about it. It was such an incredible finish. I mean, even throughout the race, JB, significant laps led by Cody Ware. Has our car of the week love helped propel him?
I think it has. I think
to the front of the pack.
Our love for his cars have now just like pushed him to be like, all right, you're in the lead. You're just gonna lap everybody.
I was just grinning like the cat from Alice in Wonderland throughout that race, just thinking about how much fun NASCAR Reddit was gonna be that night, that next day. I was like. Honestly, I was like,
how fun and also how toxic NASCAR Reddit was as well too, because I seen somewhere where somebody wanted an investigation from NASCAR for Ryan Blaney, thinking it was a conspiracy of him getting this win.
I mean, I don't know. I was watching the race and like obviously like hindsight bias or whatever, but I mean just. While I was watching the race, they're like coming into turn 3. They're in the turn, and I'm like, Ryan Blaney won this. Like Ryan Blaney's gonna win because you can just see like the momentum. I don't know how you can like rig that stuff. Like
I don't know how you can rig it either, but like as you said, when you're going into turn 3, like I'm on the edge of my seat, just like no fucking way.
There's no
way.
Yeah.
No.
The only way you can rig that is if you're like guaranteeing Justin Haley his seat in the number 7 next year or on a different team, and then you're telling Daniel Suarez like, yeah, we've definitely got you a full-time ride next year in another Cup team, because those are 2 drivers.
Interesting to see where
one of them
goes.
Who's already been like told he's not coming back next year, and Daniel Suarez fighting for hopefully a seat on another team
somewhere
next year.
else.
Justin Haley's been the talk of the town the last few weeks. Like everybody was talking, like the way they were talking about Daniel Suarez for like from mid-season, like a third of the way in, all the way till like he finally got ousted for Connor Zilic, for next year. It's been Justin Haley on the hot seat in the 7. And I mean, it's like how he nearly won his way into the playoff. He's won at Daytona before, given a lightning shortened race. But I mean, I remember on NASCAR Reddit weeks ago, like right after SVG's first win, they were talking about just wait for, after he won in Mexico City, they're like, just wait for that Cody Ware, Justin Haley win at Daytona to like really mess things up. And somebody said like, don't even put that evil out there. And I was like, as I'm watching the race, and obviously it's staged early in stage 2, I know Cody Ware is not going to lead the rest of the way and likely win the race, but still I'm watching, I'm like, this is insane. The fact that he's even up there leading right now is fun to watch. That milkshake car may or may not be making an appearance. We'll see.
I got a feeling that it will.
But I mean, it's sick. And then Justin Haley up there. I wouldn't have been like, I don't know, like obviously I want to see the best drivers in the playoff, and Justin Haley getting in the week, or Cole Custer getting in, or Daniel Suarez getting in right at like the week after Austin Dillon undeservingly sneaks his way into the playoff. Just further goes to prove like
Austin
how
Dillon was up there too.
How he was, but it just shows like how flawed like the playoff system is. So like I think Mark Martin was talking about, it's like, how can you have a playoff system in a sport that doesn't run plays?
I mean, come on, man.
Yeah. It's like, how can you have a playoff and then so it's just, I don't know, Mark Martin's got some interesting perspectives on it, and I think like
he's an interesting cat,
but he's a cool cat. I like Mark Martin. but yeah, I mean, either way, I think it would just further showed like how flawed the playoffs is, and like there's no guarantee. They're still not locked into this playoff format for next year too. They
Yeah.
could change it up and stuff and see what could change. I think I don't know. I mean, I guess if like you're making me try to amend it right now, maybe instead of like an automatic win, maybe make a win worth a significant amount of points to where like it greatly improves your chances. Maybe gives you like an 80 to 85% chance of making the playoff once you've got a win, but like maybe not make it that automatic 100 because I think this NASCAR playoffs is better with an RFK car or two in the mix.
I mean, I can see that, or maybe I don't know if you want to go like the college basketball route, maybe have, or like I said, NBA route for their tournament. Maybe have like a on the bubble race for that one last spot.
I mean,
excluding all the people who are automatically into it.
I don't know. I don't want them to do more playoffs. Like, I think like
maybe just like a short race.
I don't really like how in other leagues and like specifically the NBA, I've like fallen off and like it's my least favorite sport by far because 2/3 of the league makes the playoffs and
you kind of know what's
and a third of that, and like 10 of those 20 teams that make the playoffs are a below or barely above a 500 record. I think it's a waste, and I think it's gross. I think NASCAR has a good setup of like running the schedule. I think they need to like just tweak it a little bit, but I mean, we'll see what happens. We still have time for next year to see what changes they want to make. But I mean, there's a lot of changes that could be made with like the different teams and stuff too. I mean, there's a lot of charter news going on right now. JB 2311 Front Row Motorsports. They're talking about irreparable damages possibly to these teams, which I mean has always been something that they've been like kind of hinting at as like a way to reverse the initial reversal of the injunction that was put down. I've been trying to like get as much info as I can to understand as much as I can about the whole charter issue. Yeah. And the more I find out, the more it seems that like it is confusing to not just fans, but also like even the judicial system. I mean, one judge ruled in favor of the plaintiffs, I don't know which one the plaintiff and which one's the defendant, but either way, like one far in favor of the plaintiff, the other overrules that judge in favor of the defendant.
It doesn't make any sense.
Vice versa. But yeah, so it's really interesting. They have a trial, I believe, or like with a hearing or like whatever the court proceedings take place in December. There's a hearing Thursday on August 28th. So hopefully, some more info gets we'll learn about that. I mean, apparently there's a team that's like they're like trying to convey one of these charters to a team or to an unnamed entity. And so a lot of interesting stuff. There's a lot of other cool channels to help check out and understand, the whole charter issue for anyone who's like trying to like understand it. But I mean, still, and then the one other thing too that I learned about the charter issue, JB. Two of them, there's like I think like 6 charters, but like only 4 of them are disputed because 2 of them were like bought out from Stewart Haas Racing when they were still in racing.
Okay.
And they'd signed those agreements, so like they basically just took over the charter, but everything else was like already signed for and stuff like that. But like these other 4, they didn't sign the agreement for. So I think it's like the 23, the 45. I'd imagine it's the 34 and the 38 because of the 2 Front Row Motorsports cars. But I don't know if it'd be the 23 and the 45 because like Riley Herbst is also a 2311 car. But like I said, there's 2.
Yeah.
I don't. A lot of little messy and uncertain. Something that was a little messy as well, but a little fun and maybe a little wacky. JB,
what's that?
Is it going to be a little bit of that gas pass crash? So say if you feel like diving into that, I know we could go over a little bit more Daytona if you got anything to tap into. But
like I said, this was just a great race and like a great way to finish the regular season. Like I couldn't ask for anything more. If this doesn't pull you in as a racing fan or NASCAR fan, I don't know what will.
Yeah,
this was a perfect race to show someone to be like, you know what, this is what NASCAR is all about.
And I mean, if you had fun last week, guess where they're at this week? The Lady in Black, JB, Darlington. Yeah, for the Southern 500. Crown jewel, baby. I got my Chase Elliott hat on, hoping maybe he can get that first crown jewel of his career. Not too sure. I don't know. Part of me is feeling another Chase might take the checkered. Chase Briscoe won down there last year. The last win for Stuart Haas Racing. Now he's in the number 19 for Joe Gibbs Racing. I don't know. If you made me pick right now, exhaust pipe in my mouth while we're sitting in a closed garage, I'm going Chase Briscoe. Had to make a card for you. You know what I mean?
Wow. All right. Okay, not pipe in a closed garage.
No, I'm not saying that's what I want to do. I'm just saying if you put me in that position where you're making me pick, you know, like.
Oh, geez. Like, if I got to pick, this is a super way early prediction. Like, I still need more data to look into this a little bit more. But I think I might slide with your guy Chase Elliott on this one, man.
Okay.
I think I'm going with Chase Elliott on this one. It's a very early prediction.
I wouldn't be mad about that at all. But I think for JB, I'll kick us off. We can dive into a little bit of this gas pass crash.
Let's do it.
Heck yeah. I mean, the gas, I think, definitely has to go to the car who started on the pole, ended on the pole, I believe was 13th with like 5 laps to go on that restart. Man, Ryan Blaney zooming his way up. Cole Custer, too. I mean, honestly, you could argue that the gas should go to Ryan Blaney, Cole Custer for being right there. Ryan Blaney pushing him, getting the run with him. I mean, Justin Haley, Daniel Suarez. I mean, any of these guys, like, they were all hard on the gas. It was like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna take it back a little bit. Ryan Blaney's still gonna narrowly edge out the pack, but it's a 4-way finish for my gas this week between Justin Haley and Cole Custer and Eric Jones. It's a 5-way finish, and Daniel Suarez, like, all like very tight, just as tight as that Daytona race, but it's going to be Ryan Blaney who narrowly gets it because, I mean, he won the race. So, you know, you get the flowers. There's only one winner. But my pass didn't get the win, but I'm going to give you the pass. It's going to go to Cole Custer because he was right there with Ryan. He was right there with Ryan Blaney. He told him, he's like, look, I'm going to follow you. You take that line. And although, like, he didn't get all the way to the front, they started in like 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. They were like back there and they made their way up to the front with only a couple laps to go on that restart. That was electric. So Cole Custer, even though you didn't get the win, man, you got my pass and my crash. My crash, gonna give it to Alex Bowman. Although he did make the playoffs, just a bummer. I know you were. It was tight. It was intense, and
hoping for better for Alex.
And I'm sure you could have probably shit a diamond after that race, as tight as you were clinching for. So, but hey, you had a couple allies on your side, you know, with Ryan Blaney specifically, but also your teammates,
your NASCAR gods, on your side.
For your Hendrick teammates helping you out, getting you to that win. So my crash, even though you didn't, because it was a rough wreck, and seeing that car on the in the garage, just like on the hoist, reminded me of that wreck in Michigan when we literally saw the car on the hoist. That's why they literally gave me like a flashback. That's kind of why he's getting the crash.
I was honestly going back to that. I was like, dude, we seen this in the
garage. I was like, oh my god, like I've been there without the camera like screen in front of me to like different, you know, to like as a barrier. Like, I saw it in real life. Was it a little bit crazier in Michigan? Hard hitting the wall.
Yeah,
but yeah, that's my gas pass crash this week, JB. Gonna hand the keys over to you now, my guy.
Man, we're kind of lockstep on a lot of these. I will say that my gas has to go to obviously the person who gave it the most gas. And that last lap, one Mr. Ryan Blaney for getting it done out there. My pass, doubling up on this one, Daniel Suarez, Justin Haley, just because they were just fucking seconds. I'm like milliseconds away from getting this win. Like the photo finish, like I said, I need to find this photo. I need to blow it up. It needs to be downstairs in the man cave. Like, this is what racing is all about.
Well, I mean, not all the tracks, too, have, like, the finish line at the top of the tri-oval. Like, imagine if they were at Richmond, like, the week before. That's at the beginning of the trial. And then Talladega, it's after. So, I mean, it just depends on, like, you know, like, so, like, you could have had some different outcomes at different tracks. It's very interesting. Very interesting.
Yes. And my grass goes to the 12-car pile-up wreck that happened to start off our race. Hey, there's always a wreck at Daytona somehow, some way, and it just sucks because a lot of the guys in there were like hopeful to try and get a win in the last race of the season, regular season, and it just didn't happen for a lot of them. Alex Bowman, one of the ones, but he's in the playoffs. He made it in, so shout out to you. But it just sucks for that wreck, man.
Yeah, I saw somebody had Alex Bowman in their championship 4.
Really?
Yeah. It was like it was Bowman. I think it was Bowman, Blaney, Byron, Larson, and then they had Larson winning it. So I think it was a lot of Hendrick. But I might have been misremembering that too. But either way, I thought that was interesting.
Right.
So, but heck yeah, JB. That big crash. It definitely sucks when you see the field go out like that. But it also kind of makes it exciting when you know that you're gonna get like that like slightly smaller pack. Like it seems like I don't know. I heard Dale Jr. talking about it. Like the slightly smaller cars groupings seem to yield a little bit better racing. Not that like we want to shrink the field or anything like that, but maybe a combination of that. And he also said like he also was talking about like maybe like adding an extra stage so that way you don't have like the fuel shortening windows that you experience in like and during stage 2 at Daytona. Like the first stage they didn't have to worry about fuel mileage. They were just ripping and running. And it was nice. I mean, like that late caution with Joey Logano pretty much allowed people to get back into the pits, fuel up, and make sure they had enough to make it to the end. So, yeah, I mean, still interesting nonetheless. But like I said, JB, we got an extra 5 cars this week. Well, I don't know if there's an extra 5 full cars, but we have 5 additional picks this week for car of the week. And as always, I'm excited to see what you've got picked out. I know our guest picker is very excited to see about.
I think we should let our guest picker get theirs off first, and then we dive into ours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well. All right. That's fair. All right. We'll do our guest preview. And then we'll get back to the normal flow of you kicking us off, and then I'll end this out with I'll be our little caboose.
Sounds good.
So, heck yeah. But car of the week will be with you right after these messages.
Right after this.
Watch No Chill with JB Smooth Saturdays at noon. Like, subscribe, hit the bell icon for notifications, or else.
And we're back.
Welcome back. Thank you for tuning back in to Fast and Loose with JB Smooth and Chase Elman. He's fast. I'm loose. I forgot to say it earlier, but if you've been back, if you've been here for 23 episodes, you know the deal. And if this is your first time, well, you just found out. Right? He's fast. I'm loose, and we're here kicking it off. We're back with my favorite part of what we do, JB. It's something I look forward to. They're out right now. Wednesday is the day that they drop the cars for this week. And we get to cover who had the nicest looking paint scheme from this past week in NASCAR. Now, I don't think they picked a specific favorite. I'm going to have to just kind of maybe go through and choose that myself. But, so I mean, you could maybe argue there's a little bit of bias in this selection that I have.
A little bit of bias?
But we'll kick it off. We'll go in numerical order, actually, with our first car making the list.
Oh, here we go.
Is a veteran driver.
Oh, is it Recce?
No, it's not. It's okay. It's a double number. It's the 1-1 number 11 King's Hawaiian Toyota from Mr. Denny Hamlin. Yeah, they like the orange. They're a fan of King's Hawaiian rolls. So
how can you not? That's
exactly. Yeah, 100%. The King's Hawaiian, very solid, very nice. Next up, I was talking to him a little bit about NASCAR and stuff like that. I don't know if it was you and me the week before, or I was talking about this with our guest picker, but they're talking about like college themes. I know we had the Syracuse car. We were talking about that, but they were asking. I think I was talking about with our special guest picker. They asked about college colors and stuff like that, and they went with the Columbia 23 with that Tar Heel blue on that font. Of that Bubba Wallace.
You peeped that. I see it.
Yeah, it was pretty sick. It was solid. And then the camo on there, sick as well. So Bubba Wallace, number 23, that camo-looking car, made the list. Next up, as I scroll and scroll and scroll, I really want to get the meal, but they're like $14, and I'm not spending that much.
No,
the McDonald's land, JB. The number 45 McDonald's land from Tyler Reddick was a sick ride, for sure. But again, like I said, I want to try the McDonald's land shake and stuff. But
I'm not doing it.
It's like a $14 meal. But yeah, but nonetheless, the Yeah, the number 45 nearly matches the price of the meal. But yeah, but Tyler Reddick, you made the list.
By the time you get like 2 or 3 of them for the family, yeah.
Heck yeah. Next up, we got the Jamocha Shake Arby's car from Cody Ware.
I knew it.
I was sitting there, we're kind of loosely paying attention. I was like kind of talking a little bit about NASCAR and explaining like, you know, the playoffs and whatnot. And then all of a sudden I'm like, oh my God, Cody Ware. And as I was explaining, I'm like,
I knew it.
I was talking to them last week. I was explaining the whole playoff system. Like after Richmond, you know, we told them that Austin Dillon won, and they were like, "Oh, boo, that sucks." I was showing them the cars from Richmond, and they were like, "Ooh, I like the number 3." And then they were like, "Oh wait, isn't that the guy you don't like?" And I was like, I wasn't gonna say anything, but the fact that you caught it, I was like, yeah. I was like,
hey, at least they caught it. Like,
yeah.
It was just like, oh wait, you don't like number 3 now?
So we were going through, I was explaining the whole playoff system, and I was like, yeah, this is Cody Ware. Like, they're the last place. Like, if they win, though, like, they will get in the playoffs. And I was sitting there like, oh my God, remember the guy we talked about? I was like, he's leading the race. And I was like, he's got a sick car. They like the Jamocha Shake. I feel pretty confident that this numerically was the right way to list through these orders because we were heavy rooting for this car. And they had a sick ride. It was the number 60 Little Bites Capri Sun Kroger ride from Ryan Priest. I think our special guest picker would be happy that it was the Capri Sun Kroger Little Bites that made it as their number 1 pick for this week. I thought it was a sick ride, and I mean, was rooting for Ryan Priest. It was Ryan Priest or Chris Buescher. I really did not care. I wanted RFK. I'm an RFK guy. I am. So that's my that's the 5 from our special guest picker, JB. I know there's a little bit of overlap when it comes to my list. I'm curious how much there will be with yours.
So 1 overlap from our guest picker, but like I said, my car of the week.
Only 1 overlap.
Only 1 overlap so far, but my car of the week, I'm going to swerve you a little bit on this one because...
Going to bend that corner? Whoa.
I'm going to bend that corner because not only NASCAR was out there, I tapped in on Sunday for the NTT cars, and
there were some pretty sick.
They have made the list at number 5. I'm going to butcher his last name, Devlin DeFrancisco.
Yeah, Devlin DeFrancesco.
Francesco. Yes, I like this car. It's so colorful. It's the blue, the green. They're so bright. It looks like a fish. I'm not gonna lie. It looks like a fish I've seen like at the aquarium or something like that.
Hell yeah!
It's amazing. Number 4, I had to go with the Jack Links. Number 47. Mr. Ricky Stenhouse. I just like the Sasquatch on the car. I'm not going to lie. The Sasquatch, I'm a fan of it.
It's badass. Also, too, when we were at MIS, we got to go to the Jack Link Duos booth.
Which was cool as hell, too.
Yeah, that one kid took his hat off and his jacket, went right back through the line, and they were like, oh, shit.
That kid is a fucking legend. That
was funny as hell. Like, we're standing right in front of the people, takes off his hat and glasses, gives them to his dad, and then like walks right back in, gets the new stuff, turns around, gets his hat and glasses from his dad, and they're just like,
and the lady even sees him too, and was just like, oh,
she's like, they're like, man, you got us. They're like, that was good.
That was a classic. Number 3, number 77, Mr. Carson Hocevar in the Moto Casino. I've never heard of this casino before.
Me either,
so I have no idea. But it still looked cool to me. The Vegas nightlife colors, it looks 100% like what it should be. Number 2, Jacob Abel in the Miller Lite.
Oh, yeah. They're on
celebrating
Milwaukee.
The 50th anniversary. Yes, NTT was in Milwaukee over the weekend as well, too. Celebrating the 50th anniversary for Miller Lite.
Hell yeah. Normally it drops 51. They had an alternate number this week for the 50th anniversary. That's pretty sick. Their IndyCar was sick this week. I can't wait. I would love to dive into that race as well.
Oh, yeah.
Because I've been talking about this team and this one driver, and he won the race. So I'm getting excited. But I gotta ease off the throttle. This is your...
And finally, like I said, the one overlap that we did have, Ryan Priest driving the number 60 Kroger Little Bites Capri Sun Ford. Shout out to him, man. That was a cool ass car.
Hell yeah.
Ryan Priest. Didn't get it done in the win, but still, you made my car of the week, man. Number 1, bro.
It's a bummer, but nonetheless, it is what it is. So, but yeah, JB, interesting. So, there's a little bit of overlap across all 3 of us. I'm gonna just come out the gun. The Little Bites, Capri Sun, Kroger, Ryan Priest. It made the list. It was like the first car I saw. I think they like RFK is like pretty cool. They'll like post some of what they're riding out on like Monday. They'll tease it out. Tuesday they'll send out like the full list of what RFK is rolling. And I love sending it to you and stuff. And I love seeing it.
How can you not?
And so I was that's a pretty sick car. I thought that was sick. My other overlaps. I mean, the 45, the McDonald's land, I thought was pretty sick.
I was going
like
to put
the
that
baby
on there.
blue, like it kind of looks like the same color as the McDonald's land shake. So I mean, I am gonna eventually try it, I think, but we'll see.
Spend that $14, huh?
Yeah, I've got a bunch of bottles and cans I've been collecting, so maybe all that beer and that booze and the soda and stuff I was putting down, it'll
go
towards some other unhealthy choices.
You gotta let me know how the shake is, though.
If I end up trying it, I'll let you know for sure. But next up as well, I have some more overlap. I mean, honestly, you're gonna come to find out. This is the third car that's now overlapped with our special guest picker. Unironically, it is the Arby's, JB. Yeah. I was gonna talk about a different car. Spoiler alert: we had an 80% overlap on our car. Like, unironically, this wasn't like, oh, I'm trying to copy you, you're trying to copy me. It was like, no, I want to hear yours. I've already kind of got mine. And then as they're going through, I'm like, all right, yeah, they got good taste. I mean, I think I've got good taste. I think I've got good taste, which isn't why I'm not surprised that they got good taste. So, not to toot my own horn a little bit, beep, beep, but
they got good taste.
But yeah, absolutely. So yeah, the Jamocha shake. I mean, I wish I had a Jamocha shake right now to be drinking.
It doesn't sound bad.
I don't think there's an Arby's. I don't know where the closest Arby's is, to be honest. I have to take a look on the maps.
I don't know. The Arby's is spread out.
The Jamocha shake is phenomenal. The triple chocolate shake. Arby's shakes. I mean, Arby's just does it better. I don't care about how. Like, the best fries in the fast food game are the Arby's curly fry. It is, without question. You always automatically go to the McDonald's fry because Arby's is already in a class of its own.
I actually would go with the Checkers fries, but that's just
me. Okay, well, the Checkers fries are the Arby's fries, just not curled.
Yeah,
they're seasoned. It's just, do you like them curly or straight? That's the difference between Checkers, Rallies, and Arby's. It's just the shape of the fry. Taste-wise, they're identical, and I agree with you. And again, JB, a class of its own.
Yes.
The seasoned fry belongs in its own tier.
Yes.
It's not a fast food fry. It is the fry.
It is the fry. It should be everyone's fry.
And then you can go to the fast food fries. McDonald's is pretty good.
Obviously, McDonald's number one.
All right, but last but not least, we're rambling. I forgot. The fourth car. It was the 23 Columbia Pro Fishing Gear, or Performance Fishing Gear. Pretty sick car, the camo. I mean, he had the scales on it earlier, too. It was pretty sick.
Seen Bubba out there fishing as well, too, when they were revealing it, too.
Yeah. But last but not least, the one overlap that we didn't have has to go to what I thought was a badass car. No zero sugar on this bad boy. All pure cane sugar. I don't know, it's not really cane sugar, but give us that cocaine, baby. The number 99 from Daniel Suarez, baby. We're sniffing that shit up. Oh, yeah. I thought it was sick, man. I was hoping you'd get the win. I was rooting for it because man. That's just a sick photo finish. But like that number 99 is so badass, dude. It is so underrated, underloved, underappreciated. That's my car of the week. I had to shout it out last. That was so sick, so badass.
I respect it.
Yeah, man. Like I said, JB, I'm just putting my nose in it.
Straight Scarface style.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Say hello to my little friend, Daniel Suarez. He's got the accent just like that, too.
He does have an accent, which is pretty fucking cool.
I mean, he's from Monterrey, Mexico. Yeah.
Such a cool dude,
Shout out Daniel Suarez, man. Mi amigo. Mi hermano. But,
such a cool dude.
Badass, man. Oh, man. But yeah, that's my car of the week. I know, JB, you kind of touched a little bit into the IndyCar, and I'd love to dive into that because they were at Milwaukee. The championship already wrapped up. We all know it's Alex Palous. Fourth.
Come on now.
And there's one race left. But, I mean, there's still a lot to go out there and fight for. I mean, there's guys who are competing for their seats for next year, guys who are competing to, I think at the end of the day, too, I think something that people sometimes forget about is the purse money that you get for winning first place.
It is pretty nice.
It is a pretty good chunk of change. I mean, even second or third on the podium,
You
I
still
mean, it's
take home a nice
yeah,
little chunk
and
of
like
change.
it's slotted out, but I mean, like so it's still like even if there's not a championship to be won, there's still some money to be had. Like it all spends the same. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So, um, like that trophy's nice and all, but that prize money is the same for it's like that money's the same money to everybody. You know what I mean? It might not be the same to everybody, but it's like that it spends the same. So
Exactly.
nonetheless, awesome race, JB. I didn't get to fully watch it. I had to go back and do the replay and get caught up and stuff. But I mean, I've been soaking up as much as I can because ever since the 500, I was like, I just saw ECR. I was like, that seems like a cool team I like. We went down to the Grand Prix.
Mm-hmm.
I got my ECR magnet, and it was their driver, Christian Rasmussen, the young gun, who boldly just drove his way like a rocket, dude. Like the Danish Dart. He is Danish. He's Danish.
I like that nickname though.
Dashed his way up to the front. It was incredible. JB, inside, outside, it did not matter. On the restart, I think he was like 7th. I think he was 5th. I think he was technically like P5, but like within but with like the cars and stuff, I think he was technically like 7th in the restart. And I think there's 20 laps to go, maybe 22 to go on the restart. He catches Alex Palou with 14 to go. And by the time he's like down by like 1.7 seconds. That's like the gap between him and Palou. And he gets clean air in front of him. It's just him and Palou. Just drives him down. And oh, man, dude, hearing the commentary, like it was so incredible. Like I guess I'm getting so like jacked up just hearing, like thinking about it, bro. Because he takes Palou on the outside, and on the outside he just races right around him, and he just takes it. And it's like I can hear him going, "The bold, the courageous, the daring Rasmussen." Taking it to Alex Palou on the outside. It was so incredible to watch. Like the onboard of him, like the actual onboard camera. You can go watch it on YouTube and check it out. It's so much fun to watch because you see him just coming up on these cars, just zooming by him. I mean, obviously, like you can, like his car was just built for speed. He had the strategy. They took tires. He talked about it. He's like, look, we were talking about it in the race. He's like, if we get a late caution, we're going to come in for tires for the grip advantage. A lot of people took the came in with the same strategy. Didn't expect that, but hey, obviously it was a smart play. And man, incredible. He's been up there for a while, like a few races. He's been flirting with the lot. He had his first podium a few weeks back. I can't remember the race. I think it was Iowa was when he had his first podium. I might be wrong there, but either way, they were at Portland. There was a little bit of a kerfuffle between him and Connor Daly. And Connor Daly's a pretty popular driver. I mean, I don't mind Connor Daly, but I'm siding with my guy, Christian Rasmussen.
Of course.
And it was pretty fun. I thought it was a fun little poking fun that was had at Connor Daly's expense. It was like their career races, like baseball. You're like one for your last. I went 1 for 3. You know what I mean?
A couple races.
Well, this is just numbers talking. Connor Daly's like 0 for 171 or like 0 for 174.
That's rough.
Christian Rasmussen, 1 for 31. Or like 1 for 30. So hey, like I said, I like the kid. He's a racer, dude. He is a racer, and it was sick to see. It seems like him and Connor Daly kind of talked it out too. They kind of like had a chat after the race, it seemed, or like in between the week and stuff. So I've been like keeping up on that. But man, yeah, I mean, I obviously Pat O'Ward's my guy, just like as a countryman. But I mean, Christian Rasmussen, man, he's definitely up there as one of my favorite drivers. I like the colors, I like the font, like just everything that goes into ECR. I think Ed Carpenter seems like a cool dude. I don't know much about it. Obviously, I'm so new to IndyCar, but
yeah, exactly.
I mean, outside of like the big bosses, like I mean, I'm a Chip Ganassi fan too. I think Chip Ganassi is awesome, but I mean, I don't know. ACR just seems like a little bit more of an underdog team. Rasmussen is like an up and comer, and I want to hitch my wagon to a young stud.
There's no wrong with that.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
And maybe he's the future champion in IndyCar. He's an NXT champion. Maybe he's an NTT champion. I heard a rumor, JB, that that a certain NTT IndyCar driver, possibly rumored to a seat with Red Bull in F1.
You know how much I like Red Bull team.
And you know who that driver was, JB?
Who was that?
4-time champion Alex Palou, possibly linked to becoming teammates.
Are you serious?
With Max Verstappen. I saw it was a rumor. I mean, put as much weight into it as you want. But I thought it was a fun rumor. It was interesting. Alex Palou possibly linked to F1. I mean, if you think about it, 4-time champion. He won the Indy 500 this year. It's like, how much more does he have to prove in IndyCar? I mean, sure, there's a lot more that you can still go out and do, but like there's more. You could go win his 5th, his 6th, his 7th. No one's ever won 8 championships in autosport.
That's true.
Richard Petty, Jimmy Johnson, Dale Earnhardt Sr., all in NASCAR, 7-time champions. AJ Foyt in IndyCar, 7-time champion. No one's getting that. No one's gotten that 8th. Alex Palou's halfway there. He's still pretty young. Would he want to go for that, or would he want to? Would he want to dip his toe into another discipline and try to prove why maybe he's not just the greatest IndyCar racer, but maybe just the greatest driver, possibly ever. Because I mean, obviously, these guys, like, they're gonna St. Pete. When IndyCar's at St. Pete next year, the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series is gonna be down there. They're asking some of the Indy guys, like, would you guys want to hop in a truck? And they're like Alex Palou,
that would be interesting.
Colton Herta, quite a few other guys said, I would love to if it was on a different weekend. I couldn't. Use like if it was an off weekend, then yeah, that would be so much fun. I would love to try that, but they're like, I can't.
Yeah, you can't risk that.
They asked Scotty McLaughlin, and he's like, well, the way this year went, I think I need to just focus on it. As much fun as that makes, I was like, I think I just need to focus on IndyCar. It's like, it's the year we've had. It's like, so I'm just going to keep my focus on that. So fair enough.
That's fair.
We like a self-aware man. So
that's fair.
But yeah, I mean, JB, excited for the playoffs.
I am as
well.
It's going to be interesting.
We got 10 races to crown a champion. I'm going to stick with it. I said Kyle Larson earlier in the year. He was up there. He's been up there the last couple of weeks, kind of getting his groove back. He was, like you said, he was right there just in the back of that photo finish. So, I've seen a couple other people sticking with Larson, making the championship 4, getting, being the winner of the championship. So
I think I'm still riding with my pick from way earlier, Christopher Bell. So
yeah,
you give me Bell on this one.
Either way, it sounds like we're both calling for the Penske 3-peats, and there will not be a fourth straight Penske champion, because it was Logano, Blaney, Logano.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's an odd year, so people are calling like, we don't have to worry about Logano. He only makes the championship 4 in even years. it's like a thing. He wins his championships in even years, and he does like the championship 4 in even years, and yeah. So we'll see what happens. I think, I think for sure I'm going with Larson to make the championship 4, and then I don't know. I'm trying to think. I want to pick someone off the wall. I think Chase Briscoe makes the championship 4. I don't think that's an off the wall. I think he's in the championship 4. Yeah, 50.
No, I'll have Austin Dillon in there.
I'll have my other two after. I'll have my other 2 for us after Darlington, but pre-Darlington, pre-start of the playoffs, I got Chase Briscoe and Kyle Larson in my final, battling for the championship at Phoenix.
I like Christopher Bell. Is it weird that I want to see SVG just somehow make it?
No, I mean, not to say that you want it. No, definitely not.
I don't know. There's just something interesting about him that I want to see him at least make it as far as he can. If that's the Final 4, then I'll be happy with that. Fair. He doesn't have to win it, but at least he can get to that Final 4. I would like that.
Well, if he won the whole thing, that would really anybody who was kind of bitching about him making it or calling, he'd be like, you can't just be a road course merchant at that point. He would have had to have really improved on the ovals and stuff to win the championship. You can see
him improving race to race, but yeah. It's not anything major, but still at the same time.
Yeah. So, but I don't know about you, JB. I think that's all I got this week for.
Yeah, that's all I got too. I got to get out of here too.
Yeah, no, I hear you. You got the cats climbing all over us. So this has been episode 23 of Fast and Loose with JB Smooth and Chase Elliott. I want to say thank you to our special guest picker, Eleanor.
Thank you once again, Eleanor.
To help. Yeah, like we had an 80% overlap. So I mean,
Eleanor, you have amazing taste.
Yeah, indeed. Not just with your cars, with the other stuff too. But shout out and thanks for watching, guys. We look forward to our Jeff Gordon,
Playoffs.
our William Byron, our Chase Elliott when he first debuted in NASCAR driving the 24. Episode coming up next, the redemption of Kobe Bryant. Post Denver. But we'll look forward to kicking it with you guys next time, diving into the next 10 weeks of these playoffs. So stay fast, stay loose, and we'll see you in the next one.
Peace.